The British Carp Cups on YouTube is brought to you by Eclipse Baits. Let's feed them.
So welcome to the Ladies British Carp Cups here at Old Mill Lakes in Lincolnshire.
Yes, Old Mill Lakes. This old lake behind us has got 1,000 fish in there. The fishes are all different size. We've got little ones, we've got mediums, and we've got some big 30-pounders. But recently it's been stocked with some little fish, so every ounce counts in this match.
That's right, the rules have changed slightly. The ladies can weigh in any fish. And yes, the field this week is full of England internationals, experienced anglers, and even some ex-champions.
For me to win the Ladies Carp Cup would mean everything. Last year I came third. I want to increase this year. I'd like second or first. Obviously, number one spot would be absolutely fantastic.
It would mean absolutely everything. It would be just such a great personal achievement for me. This is my third year of trying, and having blanked the last 2 years, it really would mean a lot this time round.
To be the Ladies British Carp Cup champion again would just be fantastic. I mean, it was brilliant the first time, but to repeat it would be great.
Kelly, what would it mean to you to retain the Ladies British Carp Cup?
Well, it'd be a fantastic achievement because no one else has done it.
So the anglers are at their pegs. Let's get this competition underway.
As ever, it's a 48-hour competition with the highest cumulative weight of carp who will win. After a slow start, a few of the carp have now started to get caught. And it's peg 2 with Lynn Worcester. Her first fish is to weigh in now. Mick Coxon calls it
£6 3 ounce.
a £6 3 ounce carp. Let's hope it's the first of many we will see this weekend.
Reigning champion Kelly Margesseran has her first carp on the ball too. Will she be able to retain her crown in 2018? Mick again does the honours with the weigh-in. On the Reuben Digi scales it goes
£7.12.
£7 12 ounce for Kelly in peg 4.
Not every haven't hold it up this long, isn't it?
With the match now in full swing, more carp start to be caught from around the lake.
£1.09.
Well done.
Wow.
So, Paula, peg 14, you happy?
I am, yeah. I was third out of the draw. This was one of my top swims. Having not fished here before, I had no experience. It had occurred to me that people might pit for the corners or possibly the middle pegs. And I'll be totally honest and tell you that I was hoping not to be out first and to follow somebody, just sort of gauge where other people had gone. And as it happened, I knew that Miranda probably had good knowledge of this lake. She picked peg 1, and I just thought a good choice would be to go opposite her.
Yeah, that is good tactics, because obviously this is a square lake,
Yep.
pretty barren,
Yep.
with no features, but that margin is a feature.
Yep, exactly that. The only feature that you've got on this lake are margins and corners, and that was basically what I based my choice on.
Yeah, and this morning when we was walking around, we actually did see a few fish in this swim, so it's looking good for you.
Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed.
I didn't ideally want to be here, but I was last out of the draw, so it's a choice I didn't have to make. But it is what it is, and we just make the best of it and see what happens this weekend.
Funnily enough, being in a corner does give you some marginal options. You're not fishing the open water of the lake, so
I know.
you have got a feature.
Yes, I have got a feature. I'm surprised this peg came out last, to be fair. Mind you, it wasn't my top 4 pegs, but I'll take it because obviously it has the margin. The wind is supposed to swing round, so I'm hoping it'll pump in here and I can catch a few fish.
So it could be an advantage coming out last.
Well, you never know.
After a relatively slow first day here at Oak Lake, this is our Friday night leaderboard. Reigning champ Kelly Margerison is leading with 2 fish for £17.7, followed by Jane Hanthorne in second with 1 carp for £11.11. With Lynn Worcester in third place and Paula Marriott in fourth, it's wide open and all to play for as we go into day 2.
Deb. You happy with that?
I'm happy with that.
Good. So we're halfway through the competition. You're currently in second place. You happy with that?
Well, yeah, of course I'm happy to be in second place. I'd rather be in first. Every fish counts in this match, and we have had some really small fish out. I mean, yesterday I had £5 6 ounces for 3 fish, which, you know, is just unprecedented really. So I'd like to say that there's 1 fish in it, but actually the fish that are coming out, it could be
exactly
2
that.
or 3
I mean,
fish.
this is the first time I think Mick's actually allowed fish under £5 to be weighed in, because he was expecting this to happen.
Yeah. I think the owners put some small sort of stockies in just a few weeks ago, and they're obviously quite green and feeding, and don't have the experience or know even what a hook bait looks like or recognise a lead, so they are moving around and they are
and that's the
picking up
main
hook
reason
baits.
you guys are catching them.
Yeah.
Have you had to change anything up, or were you stuck with what you was doing to start with?
I'm absolutely sticking to it, yeah. I may be wrong, and it's probably an age-old argument, but if there are small fish there, I like to think that there are bigger fish there as well, and hopefully they're just going to come in and bully them off and pick up my hook bait.
So that margin spot is working?
Yep, it is, yep.
Still a long way to go. Anything can happen. Will you win?
Fingers crossed. Yep, I'm going for it. I'm going to give it my all. No sleep tonight.
Good luck, Paula.
Cheers, Bill.
It's a little bit close between you competitors, Kelly. How are you feeling?
A little bit nervous, really. We've all got a good chance of winning. There's still a little bit of time to go. So, and you know, we've seen the fish showings. There's plenty of fish out there.
That's right. The lake has got something like 1,000 carp in it. Some of them quite small, but a couple of those little ones sort of added on could make all the difference.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's only sort of £10 between the first two at the moment, and everyone's chasing to get third. But yeah, anyone can still win.
Are you going to change any tactics to try and retain your title to get those last few fish that you need?
I have made a few changes this morning that might try and nick a few, but nothing yet.
Well, you never know. Anything can happen. Best of luck.
Cheers, thank you.
Saturday was extremely slow without much action due to the hot early spring sunshine. So as we enter dusk and the heat of the day subsides, we can expect the fishing to pick up with a few more carp to grace the nets.
£3.6.
It's not the smallest, so I'm pleased.
D. Mason McMahon in peg 9 gets off the mark with this little £3 6-ounce mirror, which has certainly put a smile on her face.
Okay.
2015 champion Elaine Taylor doing battle in peg 10. This fish is fighting hard as it kites to her left. A bit of steady pressure brings the fish back in front of her. But it's not given up yet as it takes line from the reel's clutch. The carp breaks the surface and it looks ready for the net. In it goes, to the relief of Elaine. It looks like a half decent common, which will help put her further up that all important leaderboard.
Wet feet. I don't think I've got a second pair of shoes. Look, £50.
Well, as predicted, the carp have switched on in the evening as Jane Henthorne plays what looks like a bigger carp. It's certainly bigger than what we have seen so far this match.
Wow.
£25.7.
That's worth a smile, isn't it?
Yeah.
£25 7 ounces, which puts Jane at the top of that leaderboard. A cracking old milled Oak Lake mirror, and indeed the biggest fish of the competition so far.
Oh, don't.
She's got the scales in it on that one. I have to move that. There she goes. How do you feel, Jane?
Very mixed emotions, but chuffed as anything with that.
14-11.
Look at that.
Not to be outdone, Elaine Taylor hits back straight away with this 14 pound 11 ounce common from peg 10, which puts her into second position. Good angling from Elaine after feeling unwell for the first 24 hours.
Let's have a look at that Saturday night leaderboard. Jane Henthorne races into the lead now with £37 2 ounces after catching that lovely £27 mirror. Second place is currently Elaine Taylor with 3 fish for £27 12, and Kelly Margerison drops down to third with £17 7. It's still too close to call as we go into the final morning. Who will be our winner?
So, round with Lynn Worcester, peg 2. How big, Lynn?
7-9.
£7.9. You had a great weekend.
Fantastic, loved it.
Jane Henthorne has kept her lead overnight and is looking to extend it with another carp as she plays another one closer to the net. It looks like a small fish, but it could help seal the win for Jane on this final morning. And in the net it goes, and Jane extends her lead.
Oh God, he's all bent.
So Jane, it's a lovely little stocky on the Sunday morning. That fish could be a very important fish.
To win me, it could be a lifesaver. It really could. It's anybody's at this point in the match.
It is very close,
Yeah.
and it seems like the fish have just switched on.
Hopefully, we'll have an exciting last couple of hours. Like I said, the difference between each competitor is not as large as there are fish in here, so it is right till the last minute.
And if you was to win the last few hours, how are you feeling?
Very mixed emotions at the moment, but over the moon. It's something I've worked for this. I've done a lot of homework, a lot of practice, and some very good anglers. So it's.
And we can see you've put a lot of effort in over this weekend, and it seems to be reaping the rewards.
It doesn't at the moment. Fingers crossed it carries on for another 2 hours.
So Elaine, it's the Sunday morning. You're in second place. Things are a little bit tight.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I think it's £10 between me and first place, and £10 roughly between third and me. So yeah, all to play for.
Anything can happen in those last 3 hours.
It can, and I'm hoping it happens in the right direction. But yeah, it can. We'll just wait and see.
And have you done anything different since yesterday? I mean, you had a few fish early evening, and you had been unwell for the first 24 hours. So it's almost like you'd given up a little bit, but you kicked back into life.
Yeah, I tried for the first 24 hours, feeling really poorly, but I don't know. I think the fish kind of switched on. It was dead quite round all the lake, just 2-pounders coming out kind of thing. And then suddenly a mad 20 minutes last night round about tea time where some bigger fish came out.
And that's right, and it put you straight into second place. So with the little knowledge that we've heard that you've done a bit of practice in here, you hadn't fished this venue before. What did that give you in terms of knowledge and preparation for this?
To be honest, the knowledge and prep that we did on our practice we haven't used. We came with different tactics, thinking outside the box. What would the other ladies be doing and what could we do differently, and almost swapping over to that yesterday suddenly worked. So yeah, so although we would always try and do a practice, for what we learnt last time didn't particularly help us on this trip.
That's very interesting, because usually you do your own work and you would follow what is sort of something that conform to the way you need to fish the lake. But then again, sometimes doing something different out of the box can also be advantageous.
Yeah, we always do our homework. It's a big part of fishing any lake, whether it's pleasure or competition. But just that outside the box thought, just getting back from Hungary this week, and I suddenly thought, actually, do you know what, I might just add that to the tactics, and it's paid off.
Surrounding peg 14, Paula Marriott, with another fish about to be weighed. Once we get this up on the scales, we'll see where this puts her in the competition. Looks to be a bit bigger than the little scamps that we've been having. It looks like a high single. I'd say around 7 or 8 pounds. Pop her on the scales, let's have a look. The anticipation. Wait for it to settle. There we go, said it'd be about 8 pounds.
£8 too.
£8 too. Let's see where that puts Paula on the leaderboard. So Paula, £8, but I said it's a bit of disappointment.
Yeah, I thought it might have just been a bit bigger than that, bigger than the one that I had yesterday morning. Seems it's just a little bit smaller, but
it's still third position. Yeah, we're still in third position at this current time, and there's still a little while to go. So anything can still happen.
yep, it's going to be a battle to the end, I think.
I think it's going to be close. We'll keep battling, because you never know.
Cheers, Paul.
Peg 1 and Miranda Brown has been battling hard, and eventually it has come good as she's bent into her first carp of the match. So let's hope she gets this one in.
Heads up. In the nets. So we're in peg 1 with Miranda Brown, and it's her first fish of the competition.
£7.14.
And it's £7.14. Is Miranda going to make a late charge?
Massive. Hughes is massive.
Get a kissy one.
Come on.
Miranda with her first fish early on the Sunday morning.
This is my little fish, Hughesy. He's been annoying me all weekend, so I caught him.
So round in peg 2 with Lynn Worcester. With another little one, but they all count. Gonna pop it on the scales. Mick Coxon, British Carp Cups, weighs it for her, and it's going to go £5 9 ounces by the looks.
It is £5 9 ounce.
£5 9 ounces. So Lynn, another £5. More pounds on the board. Yeah, they all count. Every ounce counts in this competition. Are you going to make a late run for this win?
Oh, I think the win's in the bag for Jane. Congratulations to her already, but she deserves it. Second and third still up there.
Certainly is, and there's still a couple of hours to go. Absolutely. And it seems that the fish are still feeding. A few more of these little ones, and you never know, you could be there.
You never know. It's fishing.
Keep trying. It's never over till it's over. So, peg 4 with our reigning champion Kelly. But looks to be a bigger fish. It's got a bit of a belly on it by the looks. So let's unzip it and have a look. Definitely a better fish. Big belly. Look at the belly on that. I would say that fish is just about ready to spawn.
Yeah. Don't squeeze it too hard then.
Yeah.
In the sling.
You do. So let's pop her on the scales. She needs £10 to be in second place. but this looks considerably larger than that. It needs to be over £20, I think, to take her into the lead. Mick Coxon, British Carp Cups. It's going to weigh it. Lifts her onto the scales, and let's see what this does. Remember, it needs to be over £10 to be second, and it's £21.11. Whoa, this is getting close for first place. Yes. So this is the stamp of fish we come to Old Mill for. Oak Lake. Nice chunky fish like this. So, round with Kelly, our reigning champion. And the title's not over yet, is it?
No, not over yet.
£21.11. Which puts you £3 behind the leader. With a couple of hours to go, easily achievable.
Yes, it is. Happy days. A couple more hours to go.
Well done, Kelly.
So we're in the final moments here with Jane Henthorne. Jane's in peg 10. She's done a fantastic job this weekend. She did have one of the bigger fish, a mid-20.
Just joined us on the other side of the bank, ready for the haul. So we're just waiting now for the final haul to go off.
I think you can, if you was here, you could feel the tension in this swim. Every minute seems like an hour.
1 minute left, is there, Jane? Yeah. 1 minute to go.
We're in the final minute. We never... And there we have it, our new Ladies Carp Cup champion, Jane Henthorne.
Carp champion, the England girls over the other side, they're cheering.
Everybody's coming over to congratulate your new Ladies British Carp Cup champion, Jane Henthorne. What a match, in blistering conditions. Every single one of these ladies worked hard. Mixed emotions for Jane this weekend.
I'll leave them there till I come back. Oh my God.
But this is the moment, at this moment in time. This is Jane's moment.
Thank you very much.
That was well deserved this weekend. I do. Thank you.
What a match.
Well done.
Thank you very much. Mate.
This just shows you what fishing's all about.
Hey, you're second.
They're all friends. They're pleased for each other, no matter who wins.
A massive congratulations to Jane Henthorne, who takes the crown with 3 carp for £42, 10 ounces. It was a close run with her and Kelly, who finished with 3 carp for £39 and 2 ounces.
Third place goes to Elaine Taylor with 3 fish for £27 12 ounces, with Paula Marriott taking fourth in peg 14 for £21 and 12 ounces.
In third place, getting a trophy and prize money of £165, our 2015 champ Elaine Taylor with 3 fish for £27 12 ounces. Well done, Elaine. Right, in runners-up spot, another former champion, in fact it's the reigning champion, Kelly Morgerison, 2017 champ with 3 fish for £39 2 ounces, and she gets prize money of £250 and a trophy. Well done, Kelly. Our new 2018 champion, and I think very popular with everybody. She's had a bit of bad luck and almost went home yesterday. I'm so glad she stayed. She had the biggest fish of the competition and ended up with 3 fish for £42 10 ounces. Our new ladies champion, Jane Henthorne.
Jane, our new Ladies British Carp Cup champion. Tell us your thoughts.
I'm still a bit in shock, to be honest. What an absolutely fantastic match. It was anybody's with 3 minutes to go. Anybody could have won that match. I feel very honoured, I feel privileged to fish with the girls I have. There's a lot of fishing talent around the lake, and I'm just amazed.
The camaraderie between you when the final hooter went, all you ladies and you in your winning peg, it was a joy to behold, seeing everybody congratulate you. It must be a feeling that is, I couldn't describe that feeling.
No, you can't, the words fail me. The friendship, and it's genuine, is amazing. And if you're not in the running, you want your friends to win, and it's the same every time. They're all the same. They always will be. They're unbelievable girls. So.
And it was great to see everybody giving you a hug at the end, and it was
emotional.
it was emotional. It was a match that had its ups and downs for you as well. I mean, you was leading into the Friday night,
yeah.
And then in Saturday you was second or third.
Saturday was a day from hell for me. I had a bit of a wobble with some bad news, and it took me a few hours to get my head back into it and really focus and talk to myself, basically. Come on, you can do this. And I felt very confident on the cast that brought the 25-7. I'd seen the fish, I knew they were there. I just slackened my lines off, and it just screamed off. So I think just releasing that little bit of tension was what caught me the fish. Then obviously then I'm on quite a big up. And then again this morning with the one that I called my little lifesaver, my 5 £8, was definitely the lifesaver, because if I hadn't have had that, I'd have been beat by about £2. So
that's it. Your determination shone. Your determination shone through, and it just goes to show even the smallest of fish can have the biggest amount of impact.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We'd like to congratulate you on becoming our new Ladies British Carp Cup champion.
Yes, thank you.
The British Carp Cups on YouTube is brought to you by Eclipse Baits. Let's feed them.